Look at him, sleeping as if nothing's wrong.
It was the only way to calm him down.
Why have you kept me from speaking with him?
I feared it would interfere with our plan to connect the organization's hearts. The king spoke to him when he was manifesting the Keyblade. 7 hearts to save, 7 games to review.
Well, may have connected all the hearts of the organization members, but he did connect 6 hearts.
True, that would suffice. His plans to connect Quentin's and Richtofen's heart at the same time was a life-saving plan we needed. Richtofen got his body, and he survived.
But Brady and Quentin were not so lucky.
Anthony is searching the world for their hearts. Who knows? They may even end up as nobodies.
I guess Lee did forget about that, huh?
Which is why Marineman chose to comply with him. He knew it all along.
What is the plan now?
Marineman will review the last game in the Sleeping Worlds. He'll finally speak with you. And only you, for the first time since the Academy. And then he will remember everything.
Okay, what about combining all the organization's hearts?
That is still the plan.
How do you feel about it?
We all feel sad, like our time is up. It's tragic.
I got one last question. After all of this is over, can you just promise me to be happy?
I'll try.
Yours will be criticizing me. Ours will be criticizing you. Ours will be harder on myself. You'll never know how I truly have felt. Makes you wanna say, this thing really does suck ass. Makes you wanna say, even things from the past. Makes you wanna say, this is the worst thing I have seen. Makes you wanna say, what the fuck, Marine? What the fuck, Marine? What the fuck, Marine? What the fuck, Marine? What the fuck, Marine?
Merry Christmas, everyone. This year has been very difficult for me, and I want to cut all the bullshit, finally relax, because I have something super special today. We're reviewing Black Ops 6 Zombies to keep up with the unexpected zombies reviewing marathon we've been doing. Now, there's a lot to digest here, 3 full map experiences, 100 plus augments to grind through, and an actually okay camo grind. On top of that, we waited 4 years for a new Black Ops experience, and we're finally getting it. I'm actually so excited. Onyx, look, no nonsense today. I'm going full Mr. Ruffle Waffles route. I just want to review a game with 0 pressure and just for funsies. Oh, so that's how you greet me after 8 years? No, I'm sorry. I can't talk to you. It's okay. You can. Here, I'll allow you to talk to me. There. Better? The last time I saw you was when Onyx took over your body. But you know that's not what I actually look like. Or that wasn't even me fully, or even at all. Why are you here? I want you to remember so you can be you. Remember the Keyblade Academy? Remember you? Remember life being normal. No. I don't want to remember that. You shoved this idea of normalcy down my fucking throat. Like I had something wrong with me. Sorry, that was my mistake. I didn't think that would trigger you. absolutely unbelievable. It was foolish of me to think that everything would be fixed so instantaneously. Here, how about you play the game a bit, and then we talk again. Line to load. I feel like I really shouldn't be talking to you, but I know exactly what this is about. So fine. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. Crazy to think there's been so many entries of mainline zombies games. 7 if you include World at War. Last time we left off on zombies though, Sam's daughter was dragged into the Dark Aether in Modern Warfare Zombies, and in Cold War, Sam sacrificed herself to save everyone's life, and she was pulled into the Dark Aether as well. Now Weaver, Dr. Gray, Carver, and the new character Maya team up to fight again to stop the zombie apocalypse, and trying to find a way to return Sam to the land of the living. There's a lot to break down: gameplay, story, map elements, and a war against AI with voice actors that I have a strong opinion about. So without further ado, let's finally jump into Black Ops 6 Zombies. As always, let's start with the menus. First, loadouts are back. You start with 2 weapons now, a gun and a melee weapon. In game, you would hold down the right stick to pull out a dedicated melee weapon, a knife, a bat, a drill, okay? The main thing you notice is that Gubblegums are back, but heavily nerfed from the Black Ops 3 counterparts. The longest most of them run for is like 3 minutes. They used to last rounds, but they figured if you had something like near-death experience, you would use it infinitely in boss fights. Now, that's not the case, as it only lasts 3 minutes, like I said, but in game, you start with 3 of them automatically, which also means that you can hold up to 3 of them, so you can mix and match like double points, profit sharing, and temporary gift to get the powerful 1 to 3 minute point earning rush. So there's synergy with the Gobblegums, so they thought let's try to add synergy with the augment upgrades with the perks and field upgrades. And I have to say upgrades one more time, I'm gonna fucking punch the TV. There are 21 things to upgrade, 9 perks, 6 ammo mods, and 6 field upgrades. There are 3 minors and 3 majors per item, which means there are a whopping 126 upgrades to grind through. And I do mean grind. It took a whole 2 months and 6 prestiges to get all launch augments, which in the first week alone I had 2.5 days played in zombies. So that shows that this game sucks your life away. The sad thing is none of these things really synergize all that much. Maybe Frenzy Guard with Jug and Melee Macchiato, a new melee buffing perk, for Swords and Citadel Dead More. But I haven't seen any major mind-blowing builds with these like you would see in a game like, I don't know, Borderlands. Also, forcing you to choose between faster ADS movement and immunity to fall damage to stamina up is really lame, since you could have both of these in Cold War. So what they did, they took away features and added them in upgrades. Look at Quick Revive. What do you mean Dying Wish is now on Quick Revive and only works 3 times a match? Choices like this makes me ask, what were they thinking? So overall, I prefer the Cold War system, but if you built your strength from the bottom up here in Black Ops 6, it feels like they wanted to, again, nerf a player after introducing a system that was so overpowered in the first place, so they nerfed it. So something like Gobblegums to Elixirs from Black Ops 3 to 4, and, you know, that just kind of sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? The gameplay. As I'm writing this, I completed every Easter egg quest in the game so far, which has never happened before. Liberty Falls is a small town newly overrun with a dimension breach from Sam and the nuke Dr. Panos. In this intro sequence, Rick Toppin, which in Cold War was revealed to be their director of Requiem, started a new thing called Project Janus to do something, maybe to bring Sam back for his purposes, but it was his fault that she's in the Dark Aether in the first place, so I don't know. Sam pulls him into the Dark Aether. In Terminus, you play as the dedicated crew to escape the prison island, thanks to Rick Toppin fucking putting you in jail cells. In Citadel Dead More,
It's a castle map inspired by Der Eisenjack, and instead of elemental bows, you have elemental swords that take over your dedicated melee weapon, making melee macchiato a necessity. Each map is super unique and feels different with its aura and the way they play. Though Liberty Falls is probably the best chill map in the game right now. There are even rumors of a Origins inspired map for being DLC too. And final encounters for the Easter eggs are super fun and not too very difficult. Yeah, if you're not careful, you will wipe and have to restart the Easter egg from the very beginning. But with an experienced crew, all the Easter eggs are easy and doable. If not, there's directed mode, which caps out at round 15 and tells you exactly how to do the Easter egg. If you beat any Easter egg before directed mode comes out, you get a special calling card.
So, the Easter eggs are great, but I haven't really talked about how the game really plays. Well, let's get into that.
When you load into a match, you'll notice a few things. Melee points are 10 points less than in Cold War, and the doors are expensive as fuck, especially on Liberty Falls and Terminus. The first door in Liberty Falls in co-op is 1,000 points, which is pretty steep. You'll also notice that as you actively have to plate up by pressing Y or triangle and only can hold up to 3 plates at a time. This is really Warzone. The second plate of armor costs 4,000 points and the third plate of armor costs 10,000. Jesus Christ. You could get 3 plates of Cold War with salvage and relatively cheap, but they also reworked the salvage system. Premium salvage? Yeah, it's gone. So you now just use normal salvage for crafting, ammo mods now, and gun rarities. The ammo mod thing makes sense and gives accessibility to change your ammo mod more easily, considering dead wire is used for both Citadel and more in the Terminus Easter eggs. Also, side note, silencer buffs salvage drops and it's a necessity for every gun, so have a silencer. Let's talk perks. Jug, Stamina, Quick Revive, PhD, Deadshot, and Elemental Papa all back. And there are 2 new perks. One I mentioned before, Melee Macchiato, is the first one. Buffs melee damage and gives you fisticuffs from Origins. This is basically their band-aid fix for not having a Bowie knife. And the first few months of the game's honeymoon phase, I would never buy this perk. I don't melee in Call of Duty Zombies, I shoot. But the perk fits well for Citadel and more due to the wonder weapons, of course, being swords, and that means they're melee weapons. Next is Vulture's Aid. Extra ammo and point drops, but then again, they strip basic things from the perks and makes you have to upgrade like the smoke. This was in Black Ops 2, so why change it? I don't understand nerfing such a weak perk in the first place. What really annoys me is that there's no Tombstone and no Mule Kick. I understand Tombstone was either too powerful in Modern Warfare Z's case or too weak in Cold War's case, so I guess I can live with that. But Mule Kick, a staple perk that was retroactively added to Black Ops 1 and World at War maps in Black Ops 6, it is not in the game at all. It's gone. Double Tap has been in each of the Black Ops games files since Black Ops 4, but it has not made its appearance, leaving me disappointed each time there's a new perk that is not Double Tap. Moving on to exfil and killstreaks, because in this game, killstreaks are needed for exfil. There's a new loss animation and a win animation for exfil, and exfilling itself is very difficult in the higher rounds without immune injection or chopper gunner. This is not a bad thing, I think it's just okay. If you want the bonus XP, just bring a killstreak which you can craft for salvage, or the zombies often drop them from round 15 or to 25, give or take.
So overall, the game itself is good, and I mean, there's a few things that bother me, like the point system, you know, no points per hit as usual, but I like it a lot. So much, I wanted to try out the Camo Grind to see how it is.
2,000 headshots for every gun. Are you kidding? 2 special challenges and 4 mastery challenges. This is a grind and a half, and you'll be wasting hours upon hours in directed mode getting these kills, but it's better than doing it in normal zombies because the health and zombie damage scales, and after round 30 the game's practically unplayable due to the scaling. Most guns stop outputting the perfect damage at tier 3 pack-a-punch at round 30. Yes, ARs were buffed. Yes, manglers were nerfed. Yes, there have been players that got into 200 rounds plus, but for most and regular players, you want to exfil in round 31 just due to the difficulty spike. I could get to round 50, no issue in Cold War, but around 30 in Black Ops 6, yeah, I'm tapping out. No thanks, I'm going to take my Camo Grind to directed mode. But oh wait, Manglers don't spawn as often, and every gun needs 30 special zombie kills, and Manglers are the most common special zombies, so you have to play normal mode. But then, you have to exfil around 30, because there's no double tap 2.0, and you have to start the game over again, which means at least another round 30 game. Yes, you can stay, but you risk not getting the bonus XP from exfil, and just over 33 guns in the game means you have to get 66,000 headshot kills and 990 Mangler kills for Opal, not including some special challenges demand you to get an extra 10 Mangler kills. Remember when I said the Camo Grind was decent? Well, I take it all back, because this shit is driving me fucking crazy!
I give up. I'm no longer interested in the Camo Grind. It's stupid, boring, and quite frankly too tedious for me to care about. I'd rather use the ASG for the rest of the time playing this game if it didn't mean camos gave you thousands upon thousands of XP.
You sound like you need a break.
I can't talk to you. It's not good for me.
Marineman, it's important for you to remember, Lee has the power to wipe us from existence, and you have seen it firsthand.
He made me scatter my friends' hearts. I was banking on them becoming nobodies, so I could find them again.
The PSR is our only hope. It still works for you, the Tonys. We can find your friends, but you have to help the organization by remembering all that went down in the Keyblade Academy. The past just can't be remembered. There was a trigger. That trigger is me, Marineman, so please, remember.
I remember I met you on the transport. I was so nervous. I sat down next to you, and then the rest is history. Onyx isn't the same since he was first created. He wanted nothing but you. Back then, he took over my heart, and when you said he wanted nothing to do with me, I freaked out and I tried the unthinkable. And Onyx was created. Our battles in the Keyblade Academy is what led to me getting kicked out. They saw me as a danger. Onyx would invade the school heartless and nobodies. He tried to win you over, but like you say, actions speak louder than the words, right, Jamie? His actions were wrong, so you fought him and he was gone for a while. So one night he returned in the MDE and started this whole fucking thing.
Onyx changed due to the organization's influence. He's not the same as he was back then. I have a question. Do you forgive him?
Do I forgive him? It's like saying, do I forgive myself? And after 8 years later, I think I do.
That's good. But do you remember everything? And I mean everything.
Yeah. I remember everything, I do.
Marineman, that's the connection. We needed the 7 hearts, and now we have them.
But I've only reviewed 6 games. 6 games, 6 hearts.
No. With Quinn and Richtoff, you connected 2 hearts. It doesn't matter where they're at, or what type of position they're in. You did it. You have all 7 hearts.
But I'm dreaming.
Then wake up.
Well, now what? Now you finished the review.
We got a game to finish reviewing.
A tedious camo grind, decent gameplay loop, and good maps. Like I explained in the camo segment, round 30 is almost unplayable, especially on Liberty Falls for 3+ players. The Abomination Mangler spawns needs further nerfing. Also, streaming out to Citadel then more came out, the zombie density has increased. See, since this is a online only game, at round 30, zombie numbers cap at 255, so they decided, let's change one or maybe a handful of zombies at a time into Manglers or Abominations, which leads into a clusterfuck of special and elite zombies. So, that sucks, but the game being online all the time sucks too. They did this to stream textures to the player, which yeah, the textures always render in all the time, but hurts the game in other aspects. Which means this game has an end date. It will be taken offline for good and will be unplayable at some point. And think about it. If they do this every year for every COD, think how much stress the servers will have. It's not practical for a yearly release game like Call of Duty. Another thing, I wish there was a map creator for console would come out for zombies. It's been since Black Ops 3 since we had custom zombies, and a good way to return this to the series is a dedicated forage mode for zombies, and hell, throw in multiplayer, and have featured playlists for them where you can earn XP on them and balance the experience with leveling experience.
Finally, the big thing I want to talk about is Julie Nathanson and her battle with the developers. She's voiced Samantha Maxis and has been the voice for Samantha Maxis since the beginning, since World at War. She and the other voice actors voiced their concerns about AI and AI using their voices, and they wanted protection from that. Well, fun fact, Activision is pro-AI. Here's some pieces that they've used that have used AI. Count the fingers on both of them. It's awful. It's apparent that Activision has embraced an AI creating streamline, where the devs have become more lazy in putting out AI slop. So when Julie spoke up about this, they took her out of the game, fired her, and replaced every single voice line that she recorded in the game with someone else far worse and inexperienced. Here's some examples.
Strauss? Oscar Strauss? Or the others with you? Strauss? Oscar Strauss? Are the others with you? You are speaking with the Synaptic Algorithm Module. Call me Sam. You are speaking with the Synaptic Algorithm Module. Call me Sam. She was my source code. The true Samantha Maxis sacrificed herself to save your world. She was my source code. The true Samantha Maxis sacrificed herself to save your world. Do not worry, Peck. I do not share her grievances. My priority is to get you all off that island. Do not worry, Peck. I do not share her grievances. My priority is to get you all off that island.
It's awful. Look, I do enjoy the game, but without the voice actors, the story would mean nothing. So Treyarch and Activision, can you please reconsider? Marineman, it's time. Okay, what about the others? No. It's not time for that yet. What? I thought the plan was to connect 7 hearts, then use the PSR to combine us. It is. But there's a part I didn't tell you. Okay? I have to disappear. What? I won't be gone forever. But I have to deal with Lee. And I must leave for a while. But I just found you again. Now you're leaving? I know. But I must confront Lee. Alone. Do you know what he could do to you? He could kill you. I'll be safe. Do you trust me? Yeah, but I'm scared. I have to do this. Please. Jamie, wait. Before you leave, I wanted to say sorry for everything. From my behavior to Onyx, everything senior year, everything. I know you may never forgive me. And you're doing something greater than that is both of us. And I thank you for that. For the longest I wanted validation for my existence and my friends and the organization in this journey, I finally understand that validation itself doesn't come from others. It comes from me. Or the self. So Jamie, I'm sorry. That is all I ever wanted from you, Marineman. Is for you to be your own person.